This is Alea Leyland, and this is another segment of the Boss Chronicles. Today I'm going to talk about something that will probably date me, and now you'll know about how old I am. When I was going to school, they had a course in school that was called Home Economics. And in Home Economics, you learned such things as how to bake, how to shop, how to cook, how to preserve food, how to maintain a home, and how to repair clothing, how to make clothing, how to alter clothing. It basically was the tools of a housewife, which after the women's lib movement got in full swing, was no longer a cool thing to know. And eventually home economics, I think, was phased out of the school system and replaced by, I don't know, because we've lost a lot of things in the school system, which I won't go on that rant because you don't want to hear it. But home economics was lost. As a result, most people today who are, I would say, under 40 probably don't know a lot of that stuff. Now, for those of you who do know those things, here is a gold mine. We are currently experiencing what has been termed as a recession. As such, there are hundreds, probably thousands, maybe even millions of women worldwide, and certainly within the United States, who don't know how to hem a pair of pants. Okay? They don't know how to hem a dress. They stumble through shopping at the grocery store, and they buy packaged goods because they don't know how to prepare from scratch. They don't know how to fix anything in their home, because when the good times were rolling, you just called a repair person and you ate out and you bought the food that was already fixed at the grocery store and took it home and ate it. At this point, that is becoming a very expensive way to live. And cooking for yourself, once you figure it out, becomes so simple. It's so easy, and it tastes so much better than the stuff that is mass prepared until you'll be really sold on it. It really doesn't take that long. And let's face it, if you're on unemployment, you probably have all the time in the world to cook dinner if you just knew how. So for those of you who know how to do these things, all of these skills, I'm going to do a video on the arts, and I'm also going to do one for the men who happen to be in the audience here maybe, on fix-it stuff, because there's also a dearth of that now because it's not taught in school anymore. So if you know how to do basic home economics, things that make the home run smoothly for less money, then you have valuable information for the average person on the street today. Now, what do you do with this, and how do you sell it? How do you get it out there for people? Well, you can kind of do something like what I'm doing here if you want, and if you have the time, and if it's something that you enjoy. All of these suggestions, all of this Boss Chronicle stuff has to be things that you like. So, if you enjoy making your home run efficiently, if you enjoy making your home beautiful, then I suggest that you do something similar to what I'm doing here. Get your iPhone out, or get yourself a video camera, or simply pop up the cover of your MacBook, or maybe PC, I'm sure it has a way of doing it as well, and record videos giving the information about how to run an efficient home. Put it up on YouTube and market it. Now, I will give you guys in other segments, and possibly in like workshop sort of settings, that that take a whole lot more time than 5 or 10 minutes. Information on how to do this so that you get an audience, so that people will be able to find you and will want to purchase what it is that you're offering. But you can give them information that will help their home run efficiently, just in little snippets that will help people. And you know, yes, it's all about making money. I'm sure it is. We all want to make money, but we also want to see our fellow human beings thrive. We also want to see the teenagers that we know and the young women who are just starting out. We want to see them run a successful home. We want to see them be able to know how to handle small emergencies and small things that come up in the house, that if their mom's not right there, or if they're not on good terms with their mom, or if their mom is passed away or whatever, they don't have a clue. They don't know who to ask. You can search it on the internet, but that's not the same as having a real live person with real live experience talking to you and telling you what to do and giving you advice. I'll give you guys a quick story because it's funny in the hindsight, but at the time that it was happening, it was terrible. Okay, so this is the story. My friends and I were in Canada, and there were 4 of us. I was the only one without children, and without younger sisters and brothers or anything like that. The other 3 had new babies, and I was kind of like the auntie. I was older than everybody else, but I didn't know what to do either. And 2 of the babies ended up with mumps or measles or some baby disorder. The 3rd one, that left me and the mom of the 3rd one alone, okay? And she didn't have anyone that she could talk to because her mom was kind of estranged. I didn't know beans. This poor baby, for almost a week, was the most miserable little person that you've probably ever seen in your life. We could not figure out what was wrong with this child. It cried. It hit itself in the head, it drooled, and we did everything that we could think of to help this baby and to make it better. You know, it was running a slight temperature, not enough for you to go, oh my God, the baby's dying, you know, so we didn't take it to the doctor because she didn't have money. So eventually somebody's mom called and heard the baby crying in the background and said, what's wrong with the baby? And we both went, we don't know what's wrong with the baby. It's been like this for a week. And she said, well, is it hitting itself in the head and chewing on its hand? Yeah, the baby's teething. Such a simple thing that we had no clue about. So in addition to home economics, okay, for those of you out there who, you know, all of you aunties, all of you grandmas who have raised children, yes, you've helped your children raise their babies, but there are some young girls out there with babies that don't have a mom. There's some young girls out there with babies that don't have an auntie. They don't have somebody to ask. Create information for these girls so that they can, you know, have a better time and their babies can have a better time. And this is true of everything. I can't tell you the number of times that I have heard young girls say, oh, you know, I wish I knew how to make bread, but I don't know how. And so they go to the store and they buy bread. I could go on with a million examples of this, but I won't. I just want to plant this seed for those of you who say, oh, I don't know how to teach anything, or I don't know anything to teach, or I don't have anything that anybody wants to know. You have it. Trust me. Something as simple as running your household is valuable information. So, until next time, I hope that this will get you to thinking, and I encourage you, yes, hook up that camera, or write it down, or do something so that this knowledge is not lost, and so that it is passed along. We don't have to depend on the public school system to get it out there. You as an individual can pass this knowledge along. Until next time, have a fabulous, fabulous day, and know that the recession does not last forever, and while it's here, we can create. Okay?